And our beloved Prophet said, it's mentioned in Sahih Bukhari. Sahih Bukhari is one of the collections of the authentic sayings of the last and final messenger, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. It's mentioned in Sahih Bukhari, volume number 8, in the book of manners, chapter number 2, hadith number 2. A man approaches the Prophet and asks him that who deserves the maximum companionship and love in this world? Prophet said, your mother. The man asked, after that who? The Prophet repeated, your mother. The man asked, after that who? Again the Prophet said, your mother. The man asked for the fourth time, after that who? Then the Prophet said, your father. That means 75%, 3/4 of the companionship goes to the mother, 25%, 1/4 goes to the father. In short, the mother gets the gold medal, she gets the silver medal, as well as the bronze medal. The father has to be satisfied with a mere consolation prize. These are the teachings of Islam which we have to agree. And if we analyze, Islam gave economic rights to women 1300 years before the Western world. 1400 years ago, Islam gave right to any adult Muslim woman to own or disown the property without the permission of anyone else. The first time the Western world gave right for a woman to own or disown property was in 1870s under the Married Women Property Act, which said that a married woman, adult, can own or disown the property without the permission of the husband. And this act was later revised. Islam gave economic rights to women 1300 years before the Western world. And in Islam, we do not agree with the word housewife, which is used in English language, because we don't consider the woman to be married to the house to be called as housewife. We prefer calling her as homemaker, the person who makes the home, the person who builds the home. Though we see that there are many misconceptions, and many people think that men and women in Islam are not equal. In fact, in Islam, men and women are equal. But equality does not mean identicality. They're equal, but they are not identical. Depending upon the physiological makeup, their psychological makeup, their biological makeup, they have different roles. Overall, men and women are equal in some aspects. The woman, she may have a degree of advantage. In some aspects, the men may have a degree of advantage. Let me give you an example. If there are two students in a class, student A and B, both of them, they come out first in examination. Both get 80 out of 100. When we analyze the answer sheet, there are 10 questions which have 10 answers, each carrying 10 marks. In answer to question number 1, student A gets 9 out of 10. Student B gets 9 out of 10. In answers to question number 2, student B gets 9 out of 10, and student A, he gets 7 out of 10. In all the remaining 8 answers, both get 8 out of 10. If we add up, both get 80 out of 100, they're equal. But in answer number 1, the student A has a degree of advantage. In answer number 2, student B has a degree of advantage. In the other aspects, both are equal. And overall also they're equal. In the same way, men and women in Islam are equal. In some aspects, the men have a degree of advantage. In some aspects, the women have a degree of advantage. For example, if a robber, if a thief enters my house, I will not say, I believe in women liberalization. I will not ask my wife or my daughter to go and fight. Since God has given me more strength, it is my duty to fight. As the Quran says in Surah Nisa chapter 4 verse 34, that God has given more strength to men. It is his duty to protect the woman. So in strength, the men have a degree of advantage. And the other example I gave earlier, that where companionship of the children is concerned for the parents, the women have 3 times more companionship as compared to men. The mother has 3 times more companionship as compared to father. So here, the women have a degree of advantage. So as I said earlier, men and women in Islam are equal. In some aspects, the women have a degree of advantage. In some aspect, the men have a degree of advantage.